How many people here like to play video games? Do you? How many people know what a gamer dude is? We got any gamer dudes in here? That's what I thought. I could tell. Well, let me tell you a little story. This is Danny the gamer dude. And Danny loves to play video games. I mean, Danny just puts his head right in the video games, and he just plays, and he plays, and he plays. And you know what happens to Danny? Danny's head gets smaller. It does. I mean, but that didn't bother Danny, because Danny just kept playing the video game and kept playing, and Danny just kept putting his head right in that video game and playing. And you know what happened to Danny? Danny's head kept getting smaller and smaller. Yeah. But that didn't bother Danny. Danny kept playing video games, and Danny said, man, I got to put my head in the game, and I got to play and play. And you know what happened to Danny then? Let me show you what happened to Danny. Danny became an airhead. Turn around here, Danny. Look at everybody. I know, you're ashamed of it. See, he even puts his, he's ashamed because he's just an airhead. But you know what happened to Danny? One day, one of Danny's friends said, hey, Danny, why don't you put that Game Boy down and come to church with me on Wednesday night? He said, I don't know. He said, man, I like playing my games. He said, yeah, but Danny, every once in a while, we have video game competitions at church. And man, you would be awesome at that. He said, well, I guess I could go. So Danny went one Wednesday night. And then Danny went one Sunday morning. And then he went another Wednesday night. And then all of a sudden, Danny put the Game Boy down and picked up this other little thing called the Bible. And he opened it up and he saw this verse and he said, I could memorize a verse. Jesus wept. Man, that wasn't hard. I just memorized the Bible verse. And he flipped on over and he got over to John chapter 3, verse 16. It said, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. And then he flipped through and started memorizing more. And then Danny started memorizing more verses and more verses. And Danny learned so many verses, and his head got so full of God's Word that he thought one day it just might explode. And you know what? Danny came back to normal. Because he put God's Word in his heart and in his mind.